there and welcome back to Dawn of Man. I'm Risen32 and this is Ritualistic Stone Age. We are back. We have made a population of 200. I don't think it's going to be for long though, but we have a population for 200 and I will show you why. Before we go on with things, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please hit this thumbs up button, comment below, and if you enjoy enough, maybe consider subscribing to the channel. So we need to repair buildings. So what we are currently going through is what I would call Operation Panic. No, it doesn't need to be. I've ripped down this wall here so that we've got some logs spare, so we can just get some of these houses repaired. You see, we have currently got capacity of 219, and we've got a lot of houses in this area which are no longer functional, or are close to not being functional, I think is probably a better word. This is just adding to our workload, so like we need to resolve it essentially. We also aren't really able to mine at the moment, so we're going to need to get copper coming in, so we're going to have to start buying copper and bronze just so we can get some tools coming out, because we're not making them, and that is what is really affecting us at the moment, and we need to, well, we need them. There's no other way to put that. So let's get these made, but there is some good news out of this. That's a good little haul there. That's going to help us a lot. Let me go and find it and show you some of the good stuff. So we over this side of town we're doing okay. We did get the stables complete. The wall is done, apart from, is that just me being a little bit, yeah, that's just not connecting the dots, isn't it? So we want to connect that like so. There we go, perfect, cool. In here we're now going to be cutting trees down when we can, or when we have axes is probably the better thing to say. That is quite important for us at the moment. What have we got coming in? We've got a copper axe, excellent. Let's get rid of you, get rid of you. Let's get a few axes queued up in here. And we do need some picks as well. Picks are going to come in handy. Don't want to make a spear, don't want to make a sickle, knife, copper axe, brilliant, cool. So this is what we need, and this chap here we're going to turn off for the moment. I don't want this running, it's just going to add to our tasks that we don't need. As you can see, we're already overburdened with work, but that is probably due to the time of year. I reckon we should be able to ride this out and get through it. So I think we need to kind of get the control before we can do anything more. I just wanted to show you guys what's going on. And I think the plan for the video is I do want to expand as much as we can. Expansion is good, but we can't. Oh, the female. We want cows. It's definitely something that we're going to want. The milk they produce is better than the goats, but I don't see how we're going to do it. Workload is too high. Yeah, that's probably, if we double click on all these, we can do that? Okay, yeah, but we're going to get rid of this wall just because we need to save on the workload, and I've got to keep people working. We will put this wall back, do not worry. I just needed to get the wood from it. It's probably better to rip it down. Or do we want that wall, or can we keep... No, maybe we can put trees in there. That might work. My concern at the moment is we are struggling to get the wood. That mainly down to the fact that we don't have the axes. And no, they're not selling us axes, or we don't seem to be able to buy them when we need them. Deep mining could come in handy. No, we're not going to. Let's save our stuff for a tool. So, did we get any of these repaired? Maybe, possibly. We have got a few extra logs. Sticks are getting done. So we need to keep the workload to a reasonable level and keep people alive. We're up to 205 people. So that is excellent. Let's try and get ahead of this, get some tools made, and we'll be back in a little while. Okay, we've survived. We've survived. And look at all these plows. These are awesome. We've got a few bit of sickness going on at the moment. We're not through the woods. We're not through the clearing. We're not clear of the... We've not completely resolved it. We've had a bit of a population dip here. We're down to 185, but nothing too serious. Nothing that we can't manage. It hasn't extended our workload. What you are going to see, though, we've now got 19 axes, which is awesome. Even got a few picks knocking up, so things are starting to balance out. We're now getting low on knives. They are scheduled to be made, but we've now carrying all the materials we need to do repairs and just to maintain the village and keep on top of things, which is excellent. So what I am doing, though, got to remember to keep going to the trader and doing my business with him. He is going to be important. We're good for copper at the moment. We're having to buy in copper. There isn't enough copper on the map to do it. It's cheaper to buy in copper ore, so I tend to try and do that when I can. We are a little bit lower on our tradables, so which is also good. Something else that I want to do is knives are getting a little bit low now. I'm not really that worried about spears. I mean, no, we don't want a spear. We want knives. That's what we want. Goodbye. And we'll just make these, and we'll get them making it. We've got the resources, so we might as well do that. But what we have also unlocked, which I think would be a good little side project for us to be getting on with while we're waiting and trying to grow in population, is we're going to put in a couple more houses. We've got a few people dying of starvation. That is mainly down... Okay, yeah, we just built a copper mine. That was awesome. That was also part of the reason why we weren't really succeeding, is we didn't have a copper or tin mine. So I've just put a couple of those down. They won't last long. We're going to lose them. So I'm assuming that they're gone. People dying of starvation. not much we can do about that. That is the AI doing it, or they're trying to do tasks which are too far away. I will take it. Hopefully it's the old people, which is fine. If it is, that sounds so wrong. Hopefully it's not anyone that's starving. That'll be fine. So now we're starting to make a balance. So what I want to do is plan for the future a little bit. We know we're going to put crops over here. I had to remove those as well, but I think I've mentioned that before. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a few more houses in over here, ready for when we are in a position as per usual. Let's get these in and just like move them around slightly. No, not you, not you. And I want to get these built, and then I'm going to go on. No, let's actually put you like that. Yes. And can we leave a little gap in there? We can make people travel in between here, over there. Yeah, perfect. Cool. So it's another 4 houses. Now we want to start. I want to start making iron. I'm in 2 minds here of how we do it. Do we want to start on the next, I'm going to say quarter, or we'll see how that goes. Or I think we probably want to stay local to the area. Also, let's get the wall up now. Actually, let's not, because that's going to really put on our workload. Okay, awesome. So we are making knives and things again. Let's go see my trader friend. Do a bit of trading. Yeah. So I want to set up a little bit of the old, ready for. I'm saying old. Yeah. We don't need to buy anything. Let's set up. I'm thinking here, or at least a iron production area. I guess that would make sense, because we're going to need like a bloomery. Yeah, it would make sense to have it over here as well, being as we've got the full shebang going on. We're just going to put 2 in for the moment. I think that's going to make sense. We do have these here. We don't need all of these. We could probably deconstruct 2 of them. Or that could work. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I don't even know what they're made of, so that'd be quite interesting, because we only need 1 of each, really. We're not producing that many of them. So I think we'll do that, which should be quite good. And we've got this little area here. We could also enclose this in with trees and have them working in here. Yeah, maybe that is going to work up. And we could. We're going to move these. Are we? Yeah. Okay. Really? Yep, we're doing it. Right, so we want a couple of the pit furnaces. If I could squeeze one in here, that'd be perfect. Oh, back a little bit. That's probably because you're there. So let's just grab these, cancel that. So what I'm thinking, we put 2 of the pit furnaces in here, 2 of the metal there, charcoal here, and then we can do iron over this side here and have this as like our metallurgy metalworks place. I think that could be quite cool. And then if we need to have more of these, we can always put them elsewhere, can't we? Yeah. So let's do, actually we could probably sit you back a little bit. I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue. But a little bit closer to the wall, and then we put 2 of these in here. And then we want the blacksmith, isn't it? Yes. And we're going to want, what I'm noticing is we're going to have dedicated blacksmiths. So I'm going to put 2 in. Yeah, what are you holding? You're holding, let's have you hold everything. No, let's just have you hold tools. It would be nice. I'd like us to be able to get some spare tools up at some stage. That would be really cool. We're just not at that stage yet. So I want storage. It will be good. I was there. So we can make a warehouse. Oh. Is this the same as those? It's not, is it? That looks really cool, doesn't it? We can get a nice little warehouse on here. Do we want it like this? I feel like that's going to be quite nice. Maybe just not quite clipping into the same. Oh, hi, save game. Not clipping into the same grid as they are. But that's fine. So we have a nice little warehouse there. This warehouse should be. We'll do a bit of that. Now, that means we're going to be able to upgrade our storage area here. Any one of these. So we'll upgrade you. Yeah. Lovely jubbly. And do you have anything you don't? And then we can upgrade the rest. We can't upgrade our granaries yet. Isn't too much of a problem. So let's get some stuff built. See how we're doing. We've got knowledge points. Oh. So we can now get rye domestication or stone circle, composite bows, shields. What would we like? This is a decision. We haven't thought about this for a moment. Maybe it's a decision for us to think on here. I would like deep stone mining next. Or deep mining. It will give us. It just is required for a deeper iron mine, which is going to help us. That's going to be 13 large. Maybe I'm going to head for that. I also want to get beer. No, we're going to head for beer, so we can move through this chain here. Awesome. We're probably not going to be able to afford to buy technology for a little while, being as we're now depending so heavy on trading. But, you know, c'est la vie. We have our iron workshop at last. It's done. We have dipped a little bit in the population, but it's nothing too major to concern about. We had a little bit of a food crisis in the middle of it, but we've got control, so it's nothing to concern ourselves with. This is all ready to go. I've set it up so this is just going to make knives and picks and... Yeah, knives and picks and iron and axes and picks and sickles and you know things. So this is all ready to go, which is excellent. We're actually quite well on things now. We've upped the production, so we are being a lot more efficient. Like you see, we've got our workload down to 95%, which we haven't had in a long time, which is awesome. Food is looking good. It is looking good. We're up to 183. How are the pregnancies doing? We've got 17 children ready to come out and play, or to be born, which is quite good. So yeah, we're doing well. I don't want to rock the boat too much, so let's leave what's going on in the town. Also, this wall is not there. I will try and remember to build it, but I've forgotten, so that's why it's not in there. But what I do want to get down is we're going to need some iron mines. Now, we've got a couple of copper mines here. We can't... Yeah, and these aren't going to last very long. We should have a tin mine around here somewhere as well. Yeah. So let's get a couple of iron mines in. Also going to be wise for us to start getting the stone coming in as well. There's a couple of iron mines there. What we can do as well is we will tell them to get on the stone, which should be quite nice. We can make this quite big, can we not? Yeah, we'll get this area cleared out. Awesome. Right, so we'll get that done. That's gonna be good for us. That will helpfully boost the old production chain. Then one more thing that I want to put in as well is we want to get some bridges. Like, they're using that forward all the time, which does look quite cool. But we have got these lovely watermills. That's what they're called. Lovely watermills in here as well. I was like, what are they called? Brain just stopped me. I keep wanting to delete that, but I like it. It's good. See, look, we're in harvest and we're doing pretty good. How are we doing on the old sickle front? So look, we've got 98 knives, loads of knives. That's excellent. Sickles, we're doing pretty good, and we've got 60. We do want more. Picks, we're up there. Axes, yeah. So we're doing a lot better than we were, holding all the trees in, which is awesome. So we should see ourselves come on quite nicely. I'm not too concerned about buying any technology at the moment. We're still trying to get a foothold here. I am buying in copper, iron, whenever we can. Bit, we will do. What's that? That's 106. I think we've got enough of these. Yeah, look at that. Lovely. Anything else we want to buy up there? No, I don't think so. So we will, yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. We've come back pretty well. I think we should now, you know, I'm expecting us to do a lot better. But what I do want to do is make this look a little bit, I'm guessing, a bit more industrious. And I'm trying to think like how to do this. We have this like door here, which is fine. I also, something I noticed is, yeah, I went for a stage where we were just dipping away, and over here, right, where we've got these minears, I had this on my last playthrough as well, where these were too far away, and the time it would take the people to come and get them, start moving them, by the time they got hungry, they couldn't get back to somewhere that had food. So we would probably need to build a staging outpost out here with some food in it to get that to work. Maybe that's something for the future. Once we're a bit more established, we could do that. I don't see the problem for it. But at the moment, let's just focus on this. So I think what we're going to do is, I've also cancelled some of the things in here. So we're going to move, we're going to plan. I want to get the stone circle up, and then we'll see how many more of these we've got. So we need 3 more, which we have here. So we're going to rip these down, and we're going to put some different trees in, I think. And let's have a look at the tree options we've got here. So the service tree is, what are you? You're a cherry tree. So maybe we just go for like a complete different one here. So I like the idea of service tree along like so. Yeah. So we'll put a couple of those in there. That'll be nice. And then when we've cleared these two, we'll get a different one in. And we'll mix it up with trees. This is going to like kind of hide this area. Now, it would also be nice to get a little bit of the old, because we like our fences. So we should be able to, is what I'm hoping here, is get a little fence in. Yeah. And then, are you going to let me put, you're not going to let me put you there. Okay, so we need to be along this sort of line. So we can go like this. I'm almost secure this. Yeah, okay, that's going to look really good. I like that. What we are going to do, though, is we're going to get rid of you, because we may end up turning this into the entrance, but I think that should be fine there. Yeah, I think that's going to look... If we can get this all the way along here, I doubt we can. No, we can't. That's fine. So with that in mind, what we can do is... We can't do that. I think that'll be okay. We'll see how that sits. That might be fine. And that would just fence this area off and make it look a little bit more restricted, I guess. Yeah. We'll see how it goes. We may change our mind on that. I'm unsure of it at the moment, but I think that's quite good there. So like going forward is I want to get the population up. I want to get at least like we want to get up over 200. I don't want to build too much and rock the boat at the moment. We are filling this area up. We're maintaining ourselves, which is good. We kind of weren't there. Technology wise, have we got everything down that we can do? I think that's not technology. I think we have. We unlocked a bit of rye, yeah. So because we want to get brewing next. So I'm thinking Like, we'll keep the metal works here. I like that in this area. This is a good little spot. We will fill this up. Then maybe we'll make this area a little bit more of like the fun area. So we will try and put in, what have we got that we could sort of classify as this? Let's think about that. So we will have, you know, we can have breweries. That's about everything, isn't it? I guess we could have a big, like, we can use the ovens in here. We can have a big, are they baby cows? They are not. We also, we don't have any baby cows on the map. That's still a thing. I don't know why. We should have like these 3 cows wander around and we can't really do much with it, but that's fine. That's fine. So those, we'll get the iron mines up, we'll get this done, and we will expand it. Maybe this will just, we'll come, I think I'll plan this out. We'll get the walls built first. I don't want to do it yet because we're just not quite ready for it, but yeah, maybe we take this quite tight and we just like have housing in here, but then we're going to need food as well, aren't we? I don't know, some of the future. Let me know your suggestions, guys. Let's hear what you'd like to see me build next in that quarter. So, but on that note, if you enjoyed the episode, please hit that thumbs up button, comment below, and maybe consider subscribing to the channel. All right, guys, take care. Ciao.